Hi everyone, welcome to my video presentation on the archaeological site of the Island of Monroe. In this video, I will discuss why I chose the archaeological site of the Island of Monroe. I will also give an overview of the site, its significance, the types of resources written I found when I learned about this site, and why it should be studied by my classmates or anyone who is interested. I chose this particular site because of my recent interest in the 25th dynasty era of Egypt. This dynasty consisted of the Kushite rulers of Lower Egypt who fought and overthrew the ancient Egyptians. These rulers, the Kushite rulers, ruled from 744 to 656 BC. This particular aspect of history was buried due to racism in the Egyptologist community for decades, and it is only in recent years scholars and modern Egyptologists are discovering more about this era. Also, this archaeological site, the discoveries found that it comprised the royal city of the Kushite kings, large mounds covering domestic remains, and iron production facilities. Also, it has a distinct rulership of 7 queens who ruled this city. The overview of this site. So this site, the Island of Meroe, is a semi-desert landscape located in Sudan, along the east bank of the Nile River. The unique features of this site is that it consists of a town and a cemetery within the city. There are 2 associated religious centers. There are pyramids that house the kings and queens who ruled Monroe. There are palaces and temples. There's an architectural remains that demonstrate the structural and decorative elements and influences of the ancient Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Romans. Preservation efforts. The preservation efforts of this site honor the protection of the Republic of Sudan and Antiquities Protection Ordinance of 1905. It is managed by the National Corporation of Antiquities and Museums, which does most of the field work and supervision of archaeological missions. The significance of this site. This site is important because it has the best preserved relics of the Kingdom of Kush, and this shows the height of its power during this time period. The city of Monroe itself is in close proximity to the Nile River, which shows how vital it is for human existence. It also shows industrial areas, architectural structures of production and trade, mostly in ceramics and ironworks, and there's also a water reservoir. This site is known as one of the most extensive archaeological sites in the Republic of Sudan. The types of resources I found written about this site are on the UNESCO World Heritage List, which we explored in Module 2. There's also it is also in the worldheritage.org site, ResearchGate scholarly articles, Informia.org site, Google Arts and Cultural website, just to name a few. So about this site, I've learned that it consists of 3 components: a town, a cemetery, and religious centers. This site also gives insight into how the Kingdom of Kush was structured, with its water reservoirs and architectural structures. Also, that there were 7 queens who ruled, as well as kings, in the city of Monroe. The pyramids, the temples, and other structures had Egyptian, Roman, and Greek architectural decorative influences. Why should this site be studied? The architectural site of the Island of Meroe shows how the Kushite kingdom ruled and formed a vibrant city for its people. It also shows the contacts and influence of African, Mediterranean, and Middle Eastern society. Also, The city of Meroe was a major trade route for these societies. It also shows a monarchy rulership, which composed of 7 queens or more total. The location of the city of Monroe along the Nile, and the architectural and industrial trade routes associated with it shows how this city was able to flourish and grow as a civilization after conquering the ancient Egyptians. Thank you.